Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am filming outside today, so hopefully you can hear me and it's all good. I'm here to celebrate the fact that I made it to 1 year, 12 whole months that I've been locked now. Can you believe it? Okay, so if I'm honest, I was actually 12 months locked on the 18th of July 2018. It's now early August, but you know, we're gonna celebrate anyway. Yeah, 12 whole months, a whole year. Where has the time gone? Seriously, where has the time gone? So there isn't really a huge amount to update you on, because I did my 11-month update below. You can find that video below. The only thing that changed since then is I've had my hair retwisted and I had the front couple of rows interlocked. I was talking about the fact that in that video I was talking about the fact that my roots at the front, it's not even my roots, I would say the like top 50% of a lock is loose, so it's only the bottom of the front locks that are actually locked, and I'm struggling with that being so loose at the front that I've had to interlock them, and I think that's the way I'll probably have to maintain the front of my hair going forward. And it's all good. It's kind of sweated out a bit because we've had some lovely warm days here in London, yeah, if I reflect on this past year in general, whew. Now I used to watch videos on YouTube before I started my LOC journey, or in the early days of my LOC journey, and people would talk about the fact that, you know, this journey is, you know, much deeper than just hair, and I used to kind of cringe or roll my eyes a bit because I'm like, guys, it's just hair, it's just hair. But actually, when you think about it, it's a passage of time and things change over that time. Like this time last year, I was preparing to go into surgery. I had a totally different career situation, had a totally different relationship. Yeah, everything has changed, and changed for the better. So over this time, I feel like what was happening with my hair was actually kind of almost being reflected in what was happening in my life, you know. Like there was some growing pains in the first 6 months, and you know, some challenges and some difficulties, and then the last 6 months have really been like a work in progress, and then like sort of blossoming into something that's amazing. So yeah, it's been a really good year. I'm really happy with the progress my hair's made. I'm really happy. It's where I feel like I am at now. Now, having said that, I do feel like I'm more at the starter lock phase. I still feel like I'm a starter lock. Like, I don't know if I can say I'm starter locks now that I've made it to 1 year, but I do feel like that. I can definitely see the growth, and you know, that was something I was kind of complaining about a few months ago, that I didn't feel like it was growing. But yeah, I can definitely see my hair is growing. Yes. But yeah, if I think about as well some of the things that I thought this journey was going to be like, or what I thought I wouldn't do versus what I did do, I guess one of the main things would be the fact that I had every intention of wearing a wig for at least the first 6 to 12 months of my LOC journey. I just figured that, you know what, I'm gonna lock my hair. I was wearing wigs anyway, so I was like, I'm gonna lock my hair under my wigs, and then, you know, in a year's time I'll whip it off and I'll have locks, and surprise everyone. But I never did that. I rocked my starter locks from day one. Tell a lie, in month 2, when, you know, guys, that was really hard for me. Month 2 was awful. My hair looked absolutely nuts. So month 2 I did wear a wig, but after that I never donned a wig again, and I don't have any problems with it. Even on days when it has not looked the best, I have not found anything else I wanted other than my locks on my head. Also, I guess I would have thought by now that my hair would not be buzzing, but actually it is buzzing quite a lot. I think I mentioned in my last video that my hair kind of went through a rebudding phase. So yeah, I expected my hair to be much longer, not budding, and like completely formed by now. But yeah, like I said, I still feel like I am very much still in the starter lock phase, and yeah, I'm totally okay with that because I still am seeing a lot of progress with my hair. I didn't imagine my hair would be this size actually. I thought my locks wouldn't be this thick. Now bearing in mind, I changed my mind about the size of my locks very last minute. I initially wanted thicker locks that were around about the size that I was wearing when I was wearing faux locks, and then like very soon before locking my hair I saw a photo of someone's hair on Instagram and I was like, I want hair like hers. So I completely switched to small locks, and I would say that the result, I have 180 locks, so I do have a lot of locks, and the result is definitely thicker than the person who I tried to emulate at the time, but I am super happy with that. Like, I feel like, now I know most people are like, girl, your hair's not thick, like in the size of your locks aren't thick, but I feel like it's kind of giving me the best of both worlds. Like, I wanted small locks, but then my small locks have thickened up because I wanted thick locks too. So for me, the size is absolutely perfect, and I can't imagine my locks being any thinner. Not necessarily from an aesthetic point of view, but because the maintenance is already quite time intensive to maintain locks that are this small and having this many. So yeah, I definitely think any smaller I would cry. So yeah, it's perfect size, perfect number of locks, and my hair is very full, which I expected because I have a lot of hair. One thing though I expected my hair to grow outwards and not really down, particularly because I have light hair, like I have very fine hair, and I saw lots of people's LOC journeys and their hair kind of grew out. I liked some people who kind of rocked a fro with theirs, like a lock fro, and yeah, I kind of expected my hair to stick up in places, and it never did. It fell from the very beginning, and obviously now that it's heavier it falls even more. So never did the whole like I don't think people's hair makes noise, but yeah, it never did all of that. It just dropped. I said I wasn't gonna wear LOC jewelry, and I still haven't. Not for any reason other than I just haven't been bothered. I said that I wouldn't because I thought my locks would be too thin for that. As I said, they are thicker than I had imagined them to be, so I think at least like the cuff ones, and particularly in my crown where my locks are thicker anyway, I could get away with wearing those cuff locks. The back of my hair and the front are slightly thinner, but I think I could wear those cuff ones in the crown area. I just have to go to the shop and get them, and it's just not been a priority. If I'm really honest, that's the only reason. I said I wasn't going to style my locks, and I don't really wear my hair styled. I'm not really a fan for me. I do like them on others. I say that and I've not even tried it, so I mean, take that with a pinch of salt really. I usually get my hair retwisted and it's down. Now I have done, like, because I sometimes braid my hair back in cane rows, sometimes I don't take them all the way out and then I leave the front braided, so I guess that's a LOC style. And you know, I love my half up, half down in a ponytail, so I guess that's a LOC style. But no, you know when you go to the salon and you get it like twisted into a style, never done that. Don't think I would right now, maybe in the future. One thing I didn't anticipate, and I think it was mostly because I was listening to a lot of people's advice who were like, you know, low manipulation, don't touch your hair, just leave it, just, you know, let it be. And whilst I get the intentions behind that, it kind of just in my head was like, oh, you're not gonna like your hair for the first 6 months, you're not gonna be able to do anything with your hair for the first 6 months, or for however long the beginning stages is. And that's false, really. I am not the person who is just gonna roll out of bed and go. Like, I'm going to touch my hair, and that's okay. And when I say touch my hair, it may be as simple as like pulling it to the side. That's kind of something that I do. I spray it and then I put it to the side and I go about my day. It's not that like intensive. But yeah, sometimes I want to pull it up in a ponytail, sometimes I want to clip it to the side, sometimes I want to lay my edges. Like, that's fine, and you should be able to enjoy your hair through the whole phase of your lock journey. And I think doing that made me enjoy the process more and made me be able to withstand the process more, because I was able to make myself look and feel good through the journey. And I don't think you should have to wait until year 2 to be able to do that. The other things I thought with this journey would be other people's reactions. Whether that's good or bad, I thought people would be more opinionated about my hair, and that hasn't really been the case, actually. So at my previous workplace, they always used to go on about the fact that I was always changing my hair, which, I mean, I wasn't changing my hair that much. I'm a black woman and I get my hair done, that's it. But you know if you know. So yeah, so when I did my comb coils and I went to work with my comb coils, which was a very different look for me, I have to admit. You know, going from wearing my natural froze in, like, for work I'd wear it like in a ponytail or whatever, weaves, not really weaves, wigs, braids and stuff, to go to like very short comb coils was quite different. And they made a huge fuss about it. Like, they're like, oh my gosh, your hair's amazing, you should always wear like that, blah, blah, blah. Like, it was just like, okay guys. But it actually made me feel really, really like confident and comfortable wearing my hair like that, I have to say. And I'm not usually someone who like needs other people's approval, but I wouldn't say I was that confident in that hairstyle, and to get that reaction was actually very nice. So yeah, they were like crazy about the comb coils. Obviously I didn't explain that I was locking my hair, I just was like, let it lock. And yeah, over the few months, nobody said anything, nobody noticed. My hair has continued to lock. Then one day I wore my locks with a fringe and a ponytail, and I'll post a picture, and people went wild. They were like, oh my gosh, you're always changing your hair, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. And I'm like, literally had the same hair. My hair's literally been the same for 9 months. But yeah, other than that, I don't think they quite clocked on that I was locking my hair, and I never cared to explain. And for anybody who is concerned or unsure about wearing locks in the workplace, I can only speak for where I am, which is London in the UK, but it has not been an issue. As I alluded to, I've changed jobs and have been on interviews through that process, and it was never an issue. But I have this viewpoint, whilst I understand there are some prejudice, sometimes if something is so natural to you and it's so part of you, nobody notices because it's part of you. And if you're uncomfortable with it, you make other people uncomfortable with it. So someone similarly asked me a question around my piercings in the corporate world, and I was like, nobody even noticed it. Like, one day I didn't have my nose done in, and someone like saw the hole and they were like, you have your nose pierced? And I've worked with that person for years. So yeah, it's like, it's not a big deal. Now I'll caveat and say I do work within the tech world, which tends to be a bit more like chill, laid back, come as you are. Even if you're senior, like it's very chill, so maybe that's part of why. But yeah, it's not been an issue. And I guess from like family and friends perspective, locks aren't like, they're not new to our family and to my friend group, so yeah, it wasn't a big deal. Like, they've been super supportive in this journey, but it wasn't like a huge deal. They gave me encouragement when I was like, it's not looking good, but yeah, it's not a big deal. And then I guess strangers, I get a lot of compliments, people asking me how long I've been locked. A lot of women who are interested have also come up to me and been like, oh, you know, how long have you been locked, how is it, want advice. Reaction has been Absolutely fine. Not necessarily as big a reaction as I thought, but not anything negative. I think with my hair being so small, a lot of people actually think they're like twists or something else. So that actually happens a lot. As long as people come real close, they're like, if they're in the know, then they're like, oh, we got locks or something. Like I've had people be like, oh, I love your kinky twist. I'm like, they're locks actually, okay? They're locks. But yeah, I guess that's it. That's it for my first year. What's gonna happen next? Who knows? As I said, I still feel like I'm in the start phase. But I'm so glad I did it. I wish I did it years ago, but we're here now. We made it. We made it. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to it blossoming and continuing. And yeah, like the last year's been crazy but great, and I'm hoping for even more growth in the next year. But this is where let me give you some. I'll show you what it looks like when it goes all the way in front of my face, which I never wear it like this, but take her back. I'll turn around for you. I don't know why I'm singing. There's no need for me to. Oh yeah. Yeah, and I guess the other thing I thought was that my hair would be hard. Like it'd be hard by now and stiff. But it's very malleable. That's a good word. Like it's very malleable, it's very soft. Yeah, it's just very, very soft. And I think I've talked about that in previous videos, that I definitely feel like less is more. And if you are a loose natural watching this, like even think about that for your hair, because I honestly think that even if I was loose, like doing less with my hair probably would have been better, because my hair is genuinely so soft. Like to the touch, it feels amazing, and I don't do that much to it, so less is more, guys.